Hi guys, let's explore the print then cut earrings a little more. Let me show you what you can do. If you have access to a computer, you can come over to Pixlr.com and we can use this tool to make earrings into shapes that maybe you want to work with some different shapes. We could do that here. Now, you can access this on your phone or your tablet, but in my experience, it's been kind of just iffy to work with. And keep in mind, I'm showing you this tool. I use Photoshop for everything. Photoshop and Illustrator. I use the Adobe suite to design. But I like to show people in this tool. I just found it, just started working with it a couple weeks ago. I like to show people in this tool because everybody has access to this. Not everybody has access to Photoshop or the Adobe products. So I don't do any tutorials with those products, the Adobe products. So let's get into it. Again, you're going to come to Pixlr.com. That's the name here. Pixlr.com. When you get here, you'll see all this. You don't have to log in. You don't have to create a account. But if you want to, go ahead and do so. But when you get here, we're going to use the advanced tool. Create new. Make sure it's on full HD. Then hit create. When you first come in here, if it's your first time visiting this site and using this program, when you first come in, it may be on the dark screen. If you like that, you can leave it. If you need to see what you're doing, if that bothers you and you need to see, come in and toggle back to the light screen. Okay. For this tutorial, we're going to start with a shape. If you don't already have a shape, you can come into Google and you can put shape silhouettes. And let's say you want this diamond here. What I do, you can save it to your computer or whatever, but what I'm going to do is right click and copy that image. And then I'm going to come back to Pixlr and click edit and paste that image. With these shapes, you don't have to so much worry, but if you're taking someone's stuff off of Google, make sure it is royalty free. Okay, so I sized it. Now we want to get rid of this white, so we're going to click the wand and just click on the white and then hit delete. Control D to deselect. Now let's fill it, because sometimes the edge, it doesn't clear it all the way, so you'll have some pieces left behind. So let's come up here to edit and fill it, and let's fill it with another color so we can see. Okay, so we don't have any pieces around the edge that it did not delete for the white. Okay, now you have a shape you like. You want to put maybe your own or a picture you've seen on the internet onto this. If you find something on the internet and you make the earrings or whatever for somebody that you're giving it to, that is fine. But if you use it for a product that you're going to sell, it is not fine if the image you're using is copyrighted. If it's copyrighted or it is not royalty free, then you should not use it, period. Now, I found this website, pixababy.com, and it is free to use, and it I think when I first came here, it had somewhere you could do donations. So I did a donation. At the top it said buy us a cup of coffee, $5 donation. You didn't have to do it, but I did it because I'm an artist myself, a graphic artist myself, so I understand when people use your stuff and don't credit you or whatever. So, with this site, you don't have to credit back to them, or you don't have to do anything. But I went on and did the buy a cup of coffee thing because I understand. So here, I put in Galaxy. And let's say I find a image. You see here it's free to download, but I don't like to go through all that, especially if it's big enough and is clear enough for me to see it. I just copy right from where the image is and then paste, edit, paste. And see, with this, you can drag it to the size you want. You pull the diamond in the front, and what you can do with the diamond is adjust the opacity of it. And let me see where we do that at here. Probably can do it up here. Again, like I said, I'm learning this program like you all, so let me find it real quick. Okay, so if you come over here in the layers panel and you right click on the diamond layer, then this dialog box will come up and it has transparency here. So you could take and dial back the transparency. That way you can see through the diamond. And then you can just come over here and move it to what you want to see in this space, because we're going to cut out. So if you want that, you slide the diamond there. If you want a little bit of, if you like this area here, you do that. If you like it over here, you do that. Just slide it wherever you think, whatever you think you want to show on this earring, that's where you slide it to. So once you have it in position, you come back and turn on the transparency. While this layer is still selected, you come up into select and select pixels. It selects the diamond, and then you want to click on the image layer, and then you want to hit copy, and then you want to hit paste. Now you could turn off the diamond and you could turn off the image, and you have that image onto this shape. And then if you want to, you can go another further. Let's say if you're going to make some earrings and the front of it is going to be the galaxy, and then on the back you're going to put glitter. So you would for the front of the other earring, you want to layer, duplicate, and then you want to transform, edit, transform, and flip horizontal. This would be for the other earring. So you have to match it. You don't have to. You can keep both of them the same size, but if you want to flip it, you can. So with these, you would just file. Now that you're done with this is, unless you want to put words on it, you could do so. But if you'd rather do that in your Cricut or Silhouette programs, that's fine. But now that these are done, you can file, save as PNG. Make sure you name it. And if this is your first time coming into this program, it may not save automatically to your desktop. It'll ask you save as, and you save as and make sure you click browse if it gives you the option, and browse and then find where it says desktop, click that so it can save to your desktop, and make sure you name it something. Or if you already have a place you save your files to, that's fine as well. So hit download, and it will download it to your desktop. Make sure it's on the desktop. And if you don't have a vinyl cutter, you can, that's a shape you can cut by hand. The diamond shape, diamonds, squares, triangles, all those. If you want to work with those, you can. If you don't have a cutter, you can do that until you can get you one. Or if you don't ever want to get one, that's fine. So let's start a new project. So we're going to go where we save those diamonds to and click them to open them. And we're going to use complex. If you're working in Cricut, you go however you do in Silhouette, that's how you have to do. I can't tell you that because I don't use that. I don't use that brand of cutter. I use the Cricut. So we're going to complex, continue. We don't need to take anything away. And we're going to make sure we save as a print then cut image. Now once you get them in here, you're going to need to break them apart. You don't necessarily have to, but for the sake of doing so, let's break them apart. You choose a shape, put it over one of them, and then select the whole thing and hit slice. Get rid of what you don't need. Okay, now let's say you're going to make these earrings about 3 inch. You want to size them at the same time, but we're focusing on this earring and this ruler here. We're not worried about how long or how high they'll be, because we're going to make sure this lock is on, because you don't want to have it on, like have it unlocked and then try to change it, because it changes everything. It will not stay in place. So what we want to do is make sure that the lock is on when we size, and we want to size them both at the same time. And we're going to size it to about a 3, if that's the size you're going to use for your earrings. You can size it by that way, selecting both of them, or you can come up here. Since we're not changing this, the height, everything's locked. Let me make sure this one was locked. Everything's locked. We're gonna keep it the same. You could just put 3 in here as well, and then you would have made sure you put 3 for this one as well. I know what the reason I click over here is because it changes it for me. So you see this one's on 3, and this is 2.755. This is on 3, and you see this one is at 2.754, which is slightly different. So we would have to go up here and unlock, and then put a 5 at the end of this and lock it back. Oh, we unlock it and then put 3. We got to change it before it locks it back. Okay. So now this one's at 3.3 and a 2.755, and this one's at 3 and 2.755. Okay. Since you're not going to since you're only going to print one side, then this is fine. You could attach these and then make, and then it will print out for you. Send it to your printer and print it out. This video is about to end, so I'll make another one to finish up.